Hello everyone and welcome to the Carousel of Connor. Today we are doing a very early preview of Halloween Horror Nights here at Universal Studios Orlando. Let's go check it out.
Carousel of Connor.
So I actually filmed this video on a Tuesday, this past Tuesday, and at that time the houses were not officially announced yet. So you're going to hear me reference a lot in this video that the houses haven't been officially announced. But as of yesterday, I believe it was Thursday, August 12th, they did announce all 10 houses that are going to be there. I think also some of like the shows that are going to be going on. So again, you're going to hear me say a lot in this video that they haven't officially announced it, but they have announced it now. You're going to hear me talk a lot in this video about like the Crypt TV house. That is one of the ones they announced. I know they're also going to have the Haunting of Hill House, Beetlejuice, which these were all like rumored before. A lot of people thought these were coming, but now they're official. I'm kind of looking at some other ones too. Looks like Case Files. A lot of different ones too. Puppet Theater. So they're gonna have a lot of different houses here. There's, you know, a whole list of 10 of them. I'll actually put that in the description below, all 10 houses, so you guys know. But yeah, guys, a lot to look forward to, and I'm excited. Alright guys, so it's right as you come into the main entrance, you can already see there's a lot of like scaffolding and things like that. The main entrance is gonna kind of set the tone. It looks like there might be some performers probably standing up here as well. And if you're wondering where this is, Shrek is on our right, and over on our left is Minions, and over here you have more stages over here, more scaffolding, which is pretty cool. And then they have a really cool photo op right here which says Halloween Horror Nights and 30 years, 30 fears, which is kind of the theme this year. It's our 30th year putting on Halloween Horror Nights. It's pretty exciting. This is gonna be my first Halloween Horror Nights too. Coming here, I've never been to it before, so I'm really excited to go and try this out. And if you guys are enjoying this Halloween Horror Nights update, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. As you guys can see by the sign too, they're, you know, in the middle of doing this right now too. They're transforming the park into Halloween Horror Nights. So it says Pardon Our Dust. And if you go right over here, they have another really cool photo op here. So you can actually get your photo ops early. You know, if you want to come here a little before Horror Nights, if you live in the area, or if you're doing a trip before Halloween Horror Nights. But guys, let me know in the comments below, have you been to Halloween Horror Nights? So for those who don't know, Halloween Horror Nights opens on September 3rd and ends on October 31st on Halloween night, which is really cool. But as we make our way around the park and kind of look at different Horror Night things and the different houses and how far they come along, I also want to take a look at what the crowd levels are like and what the lines are like too, because this is the first day of school in Florida, so I wonder if that's going to affect the crowds at all. Maybe it'll be a little less, let's see, because I was here yesterday. We're over by the Legacy store, and as you can see, the main entrance is not completely done yet. I'm sure they're working on it inside. Like I said, early September is when this whole show goes down, so I'm super excited to check that out. And I'm sure when the Legacy store entrance is finally done, it's gonna be amazing. On the Halloween Horror Nights Twitter account, they recently sent out a tweet talking about new additions to Halloween Horror Nights Tribute Store. It mentions something about infesting your phones and computers, so I don't know exactly what that means. I'm thinking it's gonna be something kind of interactive, which they haven't really done before. So it is something to get excited about and something to look for. Right over here is the exit to the Legacy store, and they do have a little light structure here. I wonder what this could be for, if they end up doing like a show over here. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, never been to Halloween Horror Nights before, so I don't know exactly what to expect. I've done some of my research, but I am interested to know if this, because I don't remember this always being here, I'm wondering if they do some kind of show back here. So over here we're by another structure. This is right across from the Legacy store. Again, looks like another stage. It looks like it's gonna be another show here. They obviously don't want you climbing on it. But this looks like a really cool structure, and it looks like somebody might be, kind of standing up there too. They actually have like a ladder that goes even higher, so that's pretty cool. Right across from Mummy, they have another structure here, which looks really cool. It looks like almost they got like big things of blood, it looks like. And then they also have this really cool truck here. Do not climb, obviously, but that also looks very cool. It looks like maybe they might end up having somebody kind of maybe be in the back of the truck, who knows. But this is like really cool stuff, really cool theming. Like I said, this is gonna be my first Halloween Horror Night, so I'm really excited to check it out. It looks like a lot of things to be excited about. And here's a little better look at these like big containers full of blood, fake blood, that is, but that's pretty cool. And then you see they have like a little stage here too, as well. And directly in front of Mummy, they have the number 1 here. And it looks like up top there could be, a performer up there or something like that. And then if you go right over this way, and really if you look at All New York City, that's where we just looked at before. You can see there's number 2 over there too, and then I see a 3 later on down the path. But if you come right here too, they have more of these kind of like these big vats, these big containers full of blood. and more structures here in front of Mummy. So yes, it's very clear that this park is definitely transforming into Halloween Horror Nights. Although they do have a lot of Halloween Horror Nights theming around New York City section, they don't down this one big street, which has like a lot of photo op opportunities. There are nothing here, but it doesn't mean that they won't eventually. So like we kind of saw over in the main entrance, they have a huge structure right here, kind of going into that San Francisco section here. So there's no like signs or anything like that, but they have the lights and things like that. So this is definitely gonna be like one of the entrances, or you know, a new theme to Halloween Horror Nights. Although Universal hasn't made any official announcements, I did hear that this section over here by San Francisco is going to be the Crypt TV section. And if you guys don't know what that is, there's actually like, it's a bunch of like short movies from what I read, and different like that, short films and different things like that. They're on like Facebook Watch and YouTube, and it's Crypt TV, and they do all these like different little like horror films. You can see we're looking at the section right here. They have something covered up there, and you can see, I don't know if the mirror is gonna be covered up or they're gonna put some there, but you can see that's covered up with like plywood. But this bathroom already looks pretty creepy, and there's not really that much in here, but this is gonna be one of like these sections. Maybe somebody will be like standing up here, I'm not sure. And then over here you have like a big TV screen. I did hear rumors that this is probably gonna most likely have like videos of the Crypt TV films on here playing, or maybe there's like someone in there. I'm not really sure how that works, but it does look like that is a TV screen. And it says don't open here, guys. Should I open it? Should I open it? No, I'm not gonna open it, but it is pretty cool though. Very good theming. If you actually go around this area too, you can see they got like all these like different trees here. It's almost like a mirror too, the way it is, but it looks pretty cool. They got some like symbols here, which I have no idea what that means. Put in the comments below if you know what that means. But yeah, this is all supposed to be like Crypt TV. And then they have more of these platforms too that they say do not climb. Right in front of the exit of the Fast and the Furious 2, they have another section over here. Obviously you can see like the back end of a spider. I did hear some suggestions online that, you know, maybe there'll be like an actor here, and that's gonna look like the like bottom half of the spider, and they're gonna be the front. That could be kind of cool, or maybe it'll be like an animatronic or something like that. But yeah, here is another section. And again, I don't know much about the Crypt TV, but this is all supposed to be part of that section, I believe. Yeah. Over on the other side, they have more of these like TV screens too. We already saw that bathroom. Now over here, they have like a different room. This actually has like, it almost looks like steps to go like outside, inside. And they have like a little like, I don't want to call it like a kitchen area, but like kind of like where you walk into before you go into the kitchen. And then they have something covered up here too. What's kind of funny too, and I think they might have done this on purpose too, is they have these like really nice like flower displays like right in front of this thing. It's supposed to be like super scary. I am taking a little guess here. I mean, I don't remember these being here before too, unless they were here for like Mardi Gras and things like that, but I think they would have probably gotten rid of these like huge structures here. But I have a feeling this is also gonna be something for Halloween Horror Nights, because like I said guys, early September is when this thing kicks off, so because of that, they still have a lot of time to kind of put things together. And then over here, guys, kind of at the end of like where like London almost is, that kind of King's Cross, at the end of that, over by Simpsons, like a little bridge there. There's more of these structures here. We're over by the Fear Factor Theater here. The Fear Factor show is not running right now, but you see there's this huge structure here. You know, you can't miss it, obviously. So I am curious to wonder what is gonna go there, what might be coming here, if maybe it will be the Fear Factor show again, which I kind of doubt. I think it's probably gonna be something more Halloween themed, even though it is Fear Factor. But yeah guys, there's a structure here, so maybe that could be something. I know Universal is using this theater as like a U-Rest area. You can kind of go in there and just like hang out, much like if you go to Hollywood Studios, they have the Indiana Jones theater. You can go in there and just kind of hang out. Right now it's not open, but maybe later on, if it is, we can go check out and see if there's any like, you know, updates to the actual like, you know, set, you know, on the stage. You know, maybe we can check that out. We've already done a lot of updates on Halloween Horror Nights, so let's take a little break from that and let's go on Men in Black. Men in Black Alien Attack is a walk-on, a 5-minute wait right now.
Back towards it. Time to suit up, y'all. In the last suit you will ever wear.
I actually want to give a shout out to the team members here at the Men in Black ride, because I actually dropped my annual pass on the ride, and it was like maybe 30 seconds after I got off the ride, I went to go to the locker and I realized I didn't have it, and I said, well, it probably fell off like on the actual ride. I went there, they actually had it, they were super nice about it, they had just grabbed it. So definitely make sure you have everything when you get off the ride. But one good thing to note is that maybe if you do happen to forget, it looks like they do a pretty good job of like actually scanning the ride and make sure that, you know, all your like personal items are off of the ride. So it was super nice and reassuring that they do that. Simpsons is just a 10-minute wait, which I've actually never been on this ride, so I think we're gonna give it a go. The wearing of masks indoors is actually not mandatory here at Universal, so you can choose to wear a mask if you want, or if you don't want to. So that was my first time riding Simpsons. I had a really good time overall. I thought it was a fun ride. It's like one of those like 3D, in case you're wondering too. But one thing I would say, that if you like, you know, get motion sickness like rather easily, I would not go on this ride, because I could see how you could get that very easily. I too at some points was starting to kind of feel it, but never like fully like sunk in. So yeah, like fun ride, but you know, it's definitely worth like skipping, I would say. As we're walking through the Springfield, the Simpsons section of Universal Studios, you can definitely tell that the crowds are down too. It's not as many as we've seen, you know, the past couple weeks. And like I said earlier, this is the first day of school here in Florida. So I was kind of wondering if this would be the case today. I was actually over at the Islands of Adventure yesterday. You can see a big difference in the crowds compared to yesterday to today. A lot more people yesterday. As you can see, ET Adventure is only 15-minute wait, which is not bad at all, but let's go look over at some of the bigger rides here, the more popular rides, to see how long those wait times are. And no trip into Universal Studios would be complete without going into Diagon Alley. The Escape to Gringot's actually a 35-minute wait, which actually is not that bad compared to normal. Usually I would say it's around like 40, 50, especially at this time in the parks, about, you know, an hour and a half in, 2 hours in. It's a little longer than 35 minutes. It even looks like some of the like lines for food and drinks are a little shorter than usual. The line for the Fountain of Fair Fortune is usually out the door, like wrapped around, and as you can see, you can walk right in there. Not bad. So I definitely would say that the crowds are lower here. Even King's Cross is just a 15-minute wait, which has actually been that for quite some time now. I was over here about an hour ago. It was 15 then, 15 now. And guys, we're actually taking one more look at some of these structures here of Halloween Horror Nights. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what has your experience been like if you have been to Halloween Horror Nights? Even Mummy, one of the more popular rides here at Universal Studios Orlando, is actually only a 20-minute wait right now, only 20 minutes. And there you have it, guys. Rip Ride Rocket is a 30-minute wait, only 30-minute wait for Rip Ride Rocket. That's absolutely insane, and I think it's safe to say this is probably the time to come to Universal Studios Orlando, or at least one of the times to come. It looks like you have a lot of fun with limited crowds, limited wait times. It sounds like a good time to me. It's kind of unfortunate because where we said was a really cool like photo op for Halloween Horror Nights, it's now become like a stroller parking lot, which is pretty funny because these are absolutely terrifying, and then little children are being parked here before they go on the rides. As we sit here in the shade and kind of cool off, I just want to thank all my Patreon supporters. You guys seriously are the best. I really do appreciate you guys. And just in case if anyone's wondering, I looked in like 3 different stores and there is no Halloween Horror Night merch yet. And after sweating a lot in just like a quick 2-hour trip here at Universal, we already saw that Halloween Horror Nights is coming, guys. You can see a lot of the structures coming in here. The lines are down too, so it's a great time to come. Right between the Hollywood Horror Nights is a perfect time to come because, you know, schools in Florida are now, you know, open and kids are going back to school, so there's less families, less crowds. Definitely a good time to come. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll see you on the next go around.